जब आपका जहाज हिंदुस्तान का जहाज गंगा हाईजैक होता है तो उसके बाद क्या होता है? आपका मुल्क दो लख्त। इमेजिन कीजिए दैट टाइम, आई मीन आई वाज रीडिंग द हिस्ट्री ऑफ गंगा, इट टुक अस सम टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन। तो अभी भी हमें, मेरी नजर में ये पुलवामा इज नॉट अ सिंपल जस्ट अ सिंपल ब्लफ। इट इज पार्ट ऑफ अ बिग प्लान बाय India. So that illusion, and then the illusion which Modi has it internally. You see, the whole narrative, which is based on fiction, based on hatred, based on separateness, built on otherness, built on exclusion, not inclusion, and of course on the blood of innocent people. Unfortunately, the innocent lives of Indians have been lost in this whole drama, And then they have taken further lunatic approach to engage or actually at least impose a war on a nuclear neighbor. Coming to the concept of strategic autonomy, no, not at all. India, with 50% of its population, is still under poverty. India, with still broken down its infrastructure, just based on narrative, based on media, based on, they thought the world is Bollywood. No, not at all, and that has taken them down this route.
Watch Federal Post. Bold and independent.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, वेलकम टू टॉकिंग पॉलिटिक्स। दिस इज हसन जफर और हमारे साथ हैं पाकिस्तान के साबिक डिप्लोमेट, ब्यूरोक्रेट जी.आर. बलोच साहब। He has served in important positions, diplomatic positions, as well as in the Prime Minister's office. Thank you very much, Baluch sir, for joining us.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for having me on your program. Pleasure.
Sir, ये जो इस वक्त सिचुएशन बिल्ड हो रही है, and this is where we have arrived. उसकी डिटेल्स हम अगर चाहें तो very quickly we can go through them. पहलगाम अटैक्स होते हैं, कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं कराई जाती, विच पाकिस्तान डिमांडेड और सारी दुनिया ने डिमांड किया कि ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन कराई जाए, एंड नाउ दे से थिंग्स हैव गॉन बियॉन्ड दैट पॉइंट. नाउ इट इज आउट इन द ओपन. दे डिड व्हाट दे वांटेड टू डू in the name of killing terrorists. They killed innocent people, women, children, 5-year-olds. We know the details. यहां से बात आपको कहां जाती नजर आती?
देखिए, यहाँ से आगे जाने से पहले हमें थोड़ा सा पीछे जाना पड़ेगा, और इतना पीछे जाना पड़ेगा जब से इन्होंने, आई थिंक 2019 में ऐसी बात हुई थी और इसी किस्म का कोई वाकया हुआ था, और उसके बकौल, मोदी के बकौल के पानी और खून साथ नहीं बह सकता। उससे मतलब है ये उन्होंने उस जमाने से अपना एक प्लान बनाया हुआ। ये एग्जैक्टली इस तरह से है, जब आपका जहाज हिंदुस्तान का जहाज गंगा हाईजैक होता है तो उसके बाद क्या होता है? आपका मुल्क दो लख्त हो जाता है। इमेजिन कीजिए दैट टाइम, आई मीन आई वाज रीडिंग द हिस्ट्री ऑफ गंगा, इट टुक अस सम टाइम टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन। सी, तो अभी भी हमें, मेरी नजर में ये पुलवामा इज नॉट अ सिंपल जस्ट अ सिंपल ब्लफ. It is part of a big plan by India. Now, how far it goes or how much miscalculation it has done, that is what I think I would like to dilate. India has miscalculated, first of all, the reaction of the international community. All that honeymoon, which was visible on the media between India and America, India and other Western capitals, where India at least one-sidedly posed itself to be the darling of the West. And there were reasons to believe in that delusion or illusion, if you will, that the next tug of war, which is already started between China and America, or the West led by America, but now only America, since the European countries have completely kind of have comparatively a more independent view of China itself. So that illusion, and then the illusion which Modi has it internally. You see, the whole narrative, which is based on fiction, based on hatred, based on separateness, built on otherness, built on exclusion, not inclusion, and of course on the blood of innocent people. Now you have a fascist regime, so you could expect anything to happen, but it did not happen that they will go that far to see that, unfortunately, the innocent lives of Indians have been lost in this whole drama, And then they have taken further lunatic approach to engage, or actually at least impose, a war on a nuclear neighbor. How far we are away. We simply cannot even imagine how dangerous it could be. The third miscalculation, delusion, is about their own capacity. It has become now evident that neither they have a strategic thinking as a state, as a system, nor operationally they are competent to even have the best of the best weapon that the money could buy. So I think on all accounts, I'm surprised why there is no dissenting voice in India.
Does it send a message out to the world कि हम एक गलत घोड़े के ऊपर बैठ करते रहे हैं?
Exactly that has happened. Now the world is watching. They have come up. In fact, आज का जो statement है by the US Vice President, who was just their personal host, वो बच्चों के साथ खेल रहा था.
Yes.
He said, "This is not a war. We will try to do a nice gesture on both the thing and tell them how bad the war is. But definitely we're not going to get into this war." Europeans, he's angry. Jayashankar's statement came in that they're so angry with Canada, they're so angry with European Union, they're so angry with America. So I think there's been a colossal strategic miscalculation at all levels by India, and they continue to do that. That's a problem. That once they make a mistake, in order not to make themselves accountable, they are making mistake after a mistake. And that is why they're not listening to us and to the world, that forget it now, just get back. We have seen you, what you can do.
But there is another pattern here. You see, whenever India is in trouble, whenever Pakistan is dominating them in the battlefield, the world rushes out to save them. And they get away with whatever they do. You know what I mean? So what should Pakistan be doing? Inflict some kind of injury which makes India behave in the future?
नहीं, पहली बात तो ये कि I'm sorry, with due respect to you, ये narrative मुझे नहीं पता कहाँ से आया है. We have become like used to, I don't know who has done this, कि पूरी दुनिया हमारे पीछे पड़ी है इसलिए कि हम मुसलमान मुल्क है. Not at all. I have been to like 7-8 countries where I have served. Pakistan is as respected a country as anything, and it could be. It is our own people, unfortunately. Even today, मुझे अफसोस उन लोगों के ऊपर है कि वो हमारी फौज को undermine कर रहे हैं, just because they have been dominating the bloody narrative. Now they cannot see it. कि how Asim Munir can become a hero of the Muslim world. This is utter. Sorry, I should say that. Not to your comment, but those people who think like that is utter nonsense, unpatriotic. I would go to that extent. Having said
I would agree with that. I was just referring to India's position, international position, that whenever India is in trouble, the world comes to save India. It tries to, call some kind of truce between India and Pakistan. But before the escalation, when India is trying to sell their narrative out, it never happens. So the world is interested in saving India in this scenario as well. That's what I mean.
Actually, no. You know why? I was about to say that. In fact, I have said it. That the whole, I think, जो इनका scheme of things था, of how will they deal with this changing world order, especially after Trump. Jayashankar, who pretends to be a very big thinker and a philosopher, I respect him, otherwise he's a old diplomat, Indian diplomat, and he works very hard for his country. That's fine. I have respect as a person. But now, as a foreign minister, he gave 2, 3 prescriptions for the new world order to India. Have they now? We'll see whether they worked or not. He said we will have a policy of strategic autonomy. One, what it is, we'll come down to that. Second, he said, I will go for multi-alliances. Number 3, we will decide what is good for us. And he told the Europeans that Europeans' problems are not our problems. And that was his comment on Ukrainian war, which obviously has sort of implications for the international law if we look at objectively. So now, coming to the concept of strategic autonomy, no, not at all. India, with 50% of its population, is still under poverty. India, with still broken down its infrastructure, just based on narrative, based on media, based on, they thought the world is Bollywood. No, not at all. And that has taken them down this route, which is disastrous for them and for the region.
Talking of Indian Foreign Office, External Affairs Ministry, yesterday the Foreign Secretary of India, he held a press conference, Vikram Misri. I'm sure you must have seen
I've seen
points.
Exactly.
Yes. Would you like to review that press conference, how you read the message there?
Yeah, I saw it. And in fact, today, our Foreign Ministry spokesperson has come up with our own reaction. Number 1, the kind of language used against Pakistan. Number 2, totally undiplomatic, not acceptable in the normal, even if you have adversarial relations with them. Number 2, fiction. It's the same, no reality at all. Total lies, which the world now has started to know it and they don't want to believe it. Number 3, in fact, to the contrary, now whatever they say, it reinforces the doubts on the fictitious narrative being paddled by India for the past 3 years. So I think this, and also that it was very belligerent. They don't seem to be getting the message from Pakistan that Pakistan, you cannot cow it down. Pakistan is a country with potential. Size does not matter. It doesn't matter. 10 times, 8 times bada hona geographically or population wise. It is about the core competencies. So even, unfortunately, I was disappointed to see his performance as a foreign secretary. That kind of people who have been given promotions under Mr. Modi. So I think God save India. I would say volumes. The world also, but God save India.
Speaks volumes of their intentions and the quality of his administration. आपने बलोच साहब मेंशन किया जनरल आसिम मुनीर being the hero of the Islamic world का जो diplomatic response और support पाकिस्तान के लिए during the past 10-20 days रहा है, उसको कैसे देख रहे हैं?
No, I think to the disappointment of India, it has been very, very, I would say, helpful. I wouldn't say pro-India, pro-Pakistan, but that is what one would expect in such situations. Nobody will just come to jump into your war, but they are playing their positive role. They have called for restraint to both the parties. Then they are active. Those who are the vital Islamic countries like Iran, Saudi Arabia, they all are now engaged in diplomatic efforts to reduce the tension because they know and who knows better than Middle Eastern countries, okay, how costly the war is, what are the costs, economic costs, political costs, environmental costs. Now the environmental costs. You see, I really wanted to underline in today's talk, which I thought I will discuss with you, that the most dangerous aspect of the present standoff between India and Pakistan is the weaponization of water, which is a war crime, which is a crime against humanity. How can you, and also this is a sharing of a natural resource. Nobody owns natural resource. We don't own rains. We don't own no country. The glaciers, हवा, oxygen, these are all
ये
God
कल
given.
को
We
ये
just
कहना शुरू
use
करते
it.
हैं हम मॉनसून रेन्स उधर नहीं जाने देंगे पाकिस्तान की तरफ. इट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट. As ridiculous
So,
as that.
so it is a common heritage of the human beings. We're just users, and we use it according to certain laws, because we think now the world has come to that level of civilization where these interstate relations, the nation-to-nation states, are governed by certain rules, considerations, morality, ethics. So all that has been put away, and a treaty which is so important for the survival of Pakistan, that has been made as a bargaining pawn in this strategy of their game that they want to play with Pakistan.
Yes.
In this treaty is a solemn international agreement. It can never be made a pawn, political pawn, in any contestation between Pakistan and India.
Right.
And that is our red line.
Let's talk about the countries who have openly sided with Pakistan: Turkey, Iran, Malaysia, Azerbaijan. They have extended open support to Pakistan in terms of military support and otherwise. And China is, of course, there. How do you see these countries who have openly sided Pakistan and who have chosen to stay neutral, or who have stood against us? For example, a country like Israel.
See now, I mean, it would not be good for us to categorize countries, because it's an evolving situation. The world is actually changing its mind. I could never imagine that J.D. Vance will say what he said today. I could not believe me, I was not sure. I said the first person who will go and condemn Pakistan would be this gentleman. Unfortunately, that's the impression or the perception that he's given of his very brash
Similarly,
talk.
we
So I'm
were
so happy.
thinking of some
And
people
please,
who would openly support Pakistan. They haven't.
Yeah. So now China, I mean, look, what else you want? Totally unequivocally that the geographical, territorial integrity of Pakistan, sovereignty of Pakistan, China is fully with us. He said,
Yes.
They said it. In fact, their official channels, their official spokesperson, that there'll be no compromise on the sovereignty, on the territorial integrity of Pakistan. What else do you want? Turkey, you have all the support of Turkey, material, and China also material, military, moral, diplomatic, and Turkey is the same. In fact, India has been very angry with Turkey, because they were pretending that probably Turkey is also their friend, and so is the other name that you took. I mean, we are so well, the people of Pakistan will never forget that. I tell you what, sir, जहां कहीं में हम रहे, क्योंकि मैं अरब मुल्क में पहली मेरी पोस्टिंग हुई थी टू सीरिया, वहां के लोग हमारी 72 में जो हमारे पायलट गए थे अरब इजरायली वॉर में, उनको सपोर्ट किया, जब भी हम मिलते थे कहते वी कैन नेवर फॉरगेट दैट इज द ईस्टर्न एथोस. तो पाकिस्तान भी इन कंट्रीज को कभी नहीं भूल सकेगा, बिकॉज दिस इज द टेस्टिंग टाइम. वी वुड नो, और नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को हम बता के जाएंगे कि जब मुश्किल वक्त आया था ये हमारे साथ खड़ा था, ये हमारे साथ नहीं खड़ा था.
Yes.
So salute to the people of China and the government of China. Salute to Turkey and Iran and Azerbaijan. All of them. I mean, we really admire them. We can never forget their gesture.
I think, Baluch sahab, ये जो आपने बात जैसे समराइज की है, it also indicates कि वो जो एक डॉक्ट्राइन है कि मुल्कों के दरमियान सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट होते हैं, there is no other relationship. For example, countries have shared histories, shared cultures, and shared memories. वो उनकी भी बहुत अहमियत है. खाली पैसे के लेन देन की ही अहमियत नहीं है मुल्कों के बीच में. तो
no doubt about it. जी बिल्कुल दुरुस्त कह रहे हैं आप, बिल्कुल दुरुस्त कह रहे हैं.
तो ये जो सिचुएशन आई है, इसने काफी मिथ बस्टिंग भी की है और काफी रेवलेशंस भी की है हमारे. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर. थैंक यू.
आप लोगों के देखने का शुक्रिया. खुदा हाफिज और पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद.